Shutterworth.com. Take over. Last mission. Final boss mode.
I'm looking forward to this card. Hopefully no one gets seriously injured. We see a good fades. There's no referee fuckery, no judge fuckery. Fighting in the arena, no fuckery. Just everybody focus on boxing, living it up, just having fun. You know what I mean?
Exactly. Well stated. Well said.
And in the spirit of Kobe Bryant, go to fucking hard, my nigga. Go hard, like.
Yeah, and that's a perfect segue into our final thoughts. And our final thoughts, of course, are about Kobe Bryant, who tragically, as I mentioned before, tragically passed away Sunday morning. P, do you want to give your final thoughts? I know you have a lot to say. I know this definitely that hit you hard.
Yeah, to say it hit me hard is an understatement. I'm honestly still very jerked up about it. I grew up, I can tell you, I grew up watching basketball, all sports at an early age, everything, boxing, football, baseball, basketball. I was a kid, 5, 6 years old, just watching everything, just soaking up all the games. So I caught the Jordan era, the last 3 years of his career, and I'm thankful, I'm blessed to have gotten to catch that. And then afterwards is when I really got deep into basketball, the post-Jordan era, when all the young guys were coming up. They were toting, the young guys that's going to take their place. And there was always two guys that I always just were my favorites after Michael Jordan. After Michael Jordan, my two favorites were Vince Carter and Kobe Bryant. And I thought his game was amazing, even when I was a kid, just watching him, just his athleticism. Because back then he was dunking, he was doing all kinds of crazy dunks. He would shoot anywhere. He would light niggas up. It was crazy. You know what I'm saying? I even had I used to have a lot of jerseys when I was a kid, and one of the jerseys I had that I always loved to wear was Kobe Bryant's number 8. And he'll always be number 8 to me. I literally just ordered it an hour and a half ago to get it now. So I have the number 8 jersey like I did when I was a kid. In fact, it's crazy because I was I can honestly say I was Team Kobe before a lot of other people, because I can't speak for other people's experiences. But for my experience, I was, rocking the Kobe jersey and was a fan of Kobe before it was really popular. Because back then, when I was growing up, Shaq was the more popular guy. When it was the Lakers, it was Kobe and Shaq. Everybody loved Shaq. Shaq was way more, was always more popular. If you were to ask, people back then, who you liked more around my way, Kobe or Shaq, most people would have said Shaq. But I always liked Kobe more because and it's nothing against Shaq, but I related to Kobe more because or I liked his game more because I'm biased, because I'm a small dude. I'm not a big man, so I don't want to do big man shit. I can't do big man shit even if I wanted to. I want to play like a guard. I want to play like Kobe, just fucking lighting niggas up and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? So all throughout my life, watching basketball, Kobe was the inspiration when I played. You know what I'm saying? Whenever I played, I just I wanted to light people up like Kobe, just shoot jumpers all day like Kobe from anywhere. You know what I'm saying? I'm part of the generation that when niggas just, toss shit, where you just roll up a piece of paper, throw it in the garbage, we jack up the shot and yell, Kobe! That was my generation. So, shit hurts. You know what I'm saying? So, he's a legend. He's one of the greatest of all time. Definitely in my top. He's definitely in top 10. But top. Definitely could make a case for him being top 5. And it's just heartbreaking what happened to him and his family, his daughter. It's just a sad situation that I don't want. But long live Kobe Bryant forever. He taught us all, to have. He was the hardest working guy. You could always learn from Kobe. He was the hardest working guy. He never took plays off. He always, in anything he did, he wanted to do it at the best of his abilities. Go hard. He didn't care who he didn't care about making friends. He didn't care about none of that. He always friends, saying it was all about basketball, winning championships. He even said, friends come and go. I don't need friends when I can win championships. Saying that's the mentality you gotta have. And people don't like it. And I always said, we're not gonna appreciate Kobe until he's gone. And I said that when he was playing. And that doesn't, those words aren't more truer than now. So just rest in peace, Kobe Bryant. Hold your head to the Bryant family, Vanessa, and his young daughters. It's just very, very sad. We love you, Kobe.
Well said. LB, man, do you have any thoughts on Kobe Bryant?
It's just, it's sad. It's crazy, man. Just, the whole situation, it's just unreal, but I don't know. It's just, it's hard.
Yeah, it is, man. It's definitely hard. I mean, it's just like because Kobe is in our age range, he's give or take 3-4 years off. So and he was
you niggas, I'm you niggas. He's you niggas, not mine.
Nah, because Kobe only I was in middle school when Kobe got drafted, and I remember he was the next big thing. It was a big deal, People had them RoboCop shoes and jerseys, like down here in Florida, people fucked with Shaq and Kobe equally. Because remember Shaq was on Orlando down here, so you already had that Florida love.
Yeah, he took the Magic to the final where of course they got swept.
Yeah, they can't win them all, but he got it back, but because of the help of Kobe. Regardless, people used to say oh man, any great guard at that time could have won a ring with Shaq, and that might be true, but I don't think they would have got that three-peat though.
Right.
Because that discipline, man, and Kobe discipline is ridiculously crazy, man. It's a winner takes all.
Yeah, bordering on fanatical. That's the one thing.
Borderline psycho.
I was not a Lakers fan. That's cardinal sin.
That's the thing, though. It's that's what you need, though. Honestly, if you really want to be great, you want to call yourself great, you gotta have that mentality, man.
Exactly.
If you had that mentality, even if you don't end up being great, you end up being very good. And sometimes that's good enough to get where you going or the dream you need to pursue, man. And that's why I always respect with Kobe, man. And one thing that just always impressed me about his career, because no doubt, I'm a Jordan dude, myself. He always gonna be the GOAT for me, but Kobe always was number 2 to me. He had a different game. He evolved on certain shit Jordan had, and that's what I liked about it, because he transcended that shit. Knowing, it went from fucking being I'm gonna be the next Jordan to I'm gonna be the next Kobe.
Right, exactly.
And that's how you supposed to do it. He had a ceiling. When you look at his ceiling, they tried to put a ceiling over him, and he didn't allow that to happen, and he knew it. And the one thing I fucked with his play, he was just the most one of the most entertaining players in the game ever throughout his whole career, young, old. wanted to win. He wasn't on no manufactured Hollywood, I'm too good for the slam dunk contest shit.
I don't know. He went in there and fucking represented.
Every time he did, every event he did that shit, like just like Jordan did. Like, you know what I mean? Like, and that's why, you know, when niggas used to be like, man, you know, LeBron better than Kobe, I used to just want to fight niggas for that shit, because he don't have the mentality, man. He cared about the image too much. With Kobe, he didn't care about the image. Like, his image was just winning.
Right.
And I feel like, you know, that's all that matters sometimes, man.
I mean,
that's the only thing that matters. Fuck that.
I'm not gonna fight dudes for saying LeBron better, but it's always I never like to have that conversation because I fucked with both of them heavy, so it was hard to choose.
I mean, I ain't gonna fight, dude. I mean, come on, I'm just saying it's like that.
I never. But, yeah, I hear you. Yeah.
Boxing conversations make me want to slap a nigga more than anything. But basketball is different. Like, it's more like shut your ass.
Yeah, but
Like,
and
LeBron, like, come on, like, LeBron ain't better than Wade to me, man. Fuck that. Like, but Kobe's like on that X level to me.
And it was amazing because we got to see both, like, his career, like, because remember, like, you know, he was number 8, and I always say Kobe will always be number 8 to me, but then he was 24. And it was like you got to see two different. It was like for us boxing fans, it was like 8 Kobe versus 24 Kobe was almost like how with Floyd Mayweather you had Pretty Boy Floyd.
Nah, fuck that. I ain't gonna make that comparison. Hell no. Because Kobe was still entertaining through both those transitions.
I'm just saying it from a skill level, because they were like Pretty Boy. Like, I always loved Pretty Boy Floyd more than Wayne Mayweather, I always like number 8.
Pretty Boy Floyd and Money Mayweather is more like Jordan 45 and 23 Jordan. Like, 45 Jordan was still very good, and he had some lights out game, but it was like, for the most part, you just got that 20 points coasting type of Jordan. and that's what you got with Floyd. I mean, sometimes you got those damn Maidana fights or the Canelo the Cotto fight. That's a better example.
Yeah.
Sometimes you got the Cotto fights or you got a Maidana fight or whatever, but for the most part, you got the damn Guerrero Canelo fights. With the Birdo fights. I'm talking about performance-wise, because those still good names. I'm just, niggas would be like, man, get the fuck out of here. But yeah, but that's the thing with Kobe. Like, he gave it 110% throughout his whole career. And it's like, you gotta respect that, man.
Yeah, he basically did it until his body started betraying him. Like I say, 20 years, man. 20 years on the team. Like, you saw this nigga, like, you know, it was like Umi yesterday, you saw him like he was getting drafted out of prep school. And keep in mind, though, that back in the 90s, back in the mid-90s, players weren't coming out of prep school to go to the NBA, man. Like, that's not how it was. That wasn't the way. I mean, I think Kobe's class was probably like the first class to do that. Some of the players were doing that, and he led the way with that. Pretty much everyone. I mean, Kobe was this. I mean, Kobe was all on TV. Kobe was in the TV shows. Kobe was on Sister and in the House, I think. He was.
Dude took Brandy to prom.
Yeah, exactly. Dude was out there on the mic rapping, like dude was rapping with Brian McKnight.
Yep, I was just listening to that song last night.
Yeah, dude was on Destiny Child remixes. He did songs with 50 Cent and Nas. You know,
that Rucker part, balling out.
Yeah, he was guest appearance on one of Shaq's rap albums. You know, so Kobe was everywhere. And then the other thing is too, you never thought that Kobe would ever be that serious, because basically he was out there like a lot of the young cats were back in the 90s, just a little carefree. But he managed to switch it on, you know, and he raised his game to a different level. And then, you know, once like Shaq came to the Lakers and everything like that, you know, it was history, you know. Dude raised this guy.
When Phil Jackson got to the Lakers.
That too. Yeah. Phil Jackson, he's always like to forget. He's like the forgotten like component to that run.
Yeah, I know somebody's out there gonna be like, yeah, shut up. But I'm just saying though, like we keeping it real.
Yeah, that's real. And then
it's just like the whole comparison with the shooting guard. Someone like a T-Mac and Shaq could have got a ring. Vince Carter and Shaq could have got a ring.
Hell yeah, I think Vince and Shaq would have gotten 2 rings at least. I don't know about a 3-peat, but I think they could have gotten 2 rings. But I'm also biased to Vince.
Yeah, exactly. But that's the thing. That's the whole point. Like, and there's levels to that shit. So and Kobe just. And like Phil Jackson was that extra piece. Like Kobe and Shaq could have probably eventually gotten themselves a ring without Phil Jackson.
Yeah, I mean, Phil Jackson was a great coach, and like he got them to mesh well. But I always like Pat Riley more as a coach than Phil Jackson.
I agree. Shit, man, we have Spoelstra to deal with, and I feel like he finally got the roster he needed where there's no superstars or nothing, so he could just let niggas play, like
right.
That's another topic for another day, but man,
it's Kobe. I mean,
talk about Kobe, you just end up talking about basketball, bro.
Yeah, it's a rarity. And we talk about basketball, and then you see, I mean, the original 3-peat. And then after that, a couple of down seasons, and then afterwards he gets back-to-backs, in the late 2000s or the early 2010s. And of course by that time, Dude raised his game to another level too. Dude was just like, and like I said, even though I was not a Laker fan, and I'll never be one. You had to respect his game. Like Dude was a leader. Like Dude was old school.
Yeah, and he would have gotten more rings if fucking fucktard. I mean, actually, I'm not going to disrespect him because he also just died. Rest in peace, David Stern. But if David Stern didn't nix that Chris Paul trade because basketball reasons, he would have had even more rings. So
that was a hater move.
Yeah, can't have Lakers winning everything. So and then of course later on, Kobe his body started deteriorating from all the years of work he put in there. It started deteriorating, and he
tore his Achilles.
Yeah, he tore his Achilles, and then he had other issues too.
Even Super Saiyan has his limits, bro.
Yeah, exactly. So his last game, the 60-point game, legendary. Mamba out. You see him. He was transitioning to after spending all those years in the spotlight. He had his kids and his wife, and all that. I mean, he got an Oscar for that short film he did. Dude was just beginning, man. Beginning to do things.
He was about to be the GOAT in a whole nother side of his career, like, and it's rare you see people do that shit, like be like a GOAT level player, but then be a GOAT level person or personality. After their career.
Yeah, I mean, because some of them just either be like Akeem Olajuwon, or some of them just be in the news for different things, like Michael Jordan, who's not the nicest person in the world.
Yeah, Michael Jordan's not the GOAT, like outside of basketball. Like he's the GOAT, but not those, like not how Kobe is on some. Like Kobe seemed like you could, like, if you walked in the park on like 6 o'clock in the morning and he's shooting, like you can shoot with him, like he'll play you one-on-one, whatever. Like I feel like with Jordan, like he'll have you hemmed up security or
yeah, and that's what, and of course Jordan doesn't have the post basketball successes in basketball, like that. I mean,
and then all the unlikable stories he have.
Yep, some of this shit be funny with Kobe. Like I was watching a clip yesterday. I forgot about this clip of when he was like just sitting in a restaurant, and fucking Jalen Rose comes in like, hey, what's up, Kobe? Yada yada. They talking, and all of a sudden, fucking the waiter comes and he's like, yo, let me get a martini. And the waiter asks Kobe, how many olives do you want in your martini? He's like, 81. and like looking at Taylor's nose.
Yeah, like I mean, Kobe was ruthless even to the end. Like he was a competitor to the end, and then you like I said, you just hate to see a guy that looked like he was about to do something, and you know, and of course, I mean, he was the big proponent of women's basketball. He had the academy, you know, his daughter Gianna was like, you know, was a budding talent, and you just hate to see that it was just like that. It's just gone. You know, and
future
like,
GOAT got lost too. That's the thing, man.
exactly. And then the other, you know, and then the other passenger on the copter too. So it's just like it's just a tragic thing. And of course, you know, the NBA is probably going to milk this in documentaries for years.
Yo, and another instance of the impact that Kobe has on our everyday lives. Just even like just jokey shit. I'll always remember how I used to say that shit, because if anybody remembers the song by Rick Ross and Drake, Stay Scheming, when Kobe was going through his divorce with Vanessa, and Drake dropped that lyric of, Kobe about to lose 150 M's. Kobe, my nigga, I hate it had to be him. Bitch, you wasn't with me shooting in the gym. Niggas was saying that all the time. Every day I'd be like, bitch, you wasn't with me shooting in the gym.
I mean, we gotta make sure too. I mean, that was like, I mean, Drake probably did not write that lyric, so I mean, we have to.
Yeah.
That was one of the Kobe lines, man.
Yeah. You know, but yeah, no, it's just it's sad too. Like even like you see, like even on that Sunday, I mean, you see these players, like you can tell they didn't want to be there. They didn't want to be on the court. Like, you know, some of them are just like crying and shit like that, and you didn't want to see that on TV. Like
They postponed the Laker Clippers game that was supposed to be tomorrow. They postponed it for a later date.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't blame them, man. Like that's still hard. Like.
Yeah, it's just like, I mean, I personally think there should have been no games for at least a week. You know,
yeah.
I mean,
The funny thing is, I was joking around with my boys. I was like, you know, the funny thing is, if Kobe was looking down on us right now, he'd probably be like, fuck y'all crying for? Like, get the fuck in the gym. Stop being soft.
You know what? And you know what? And that's why I went to the fucking gym today. You know, had the bench press at 300 for Kobe. You know what I mean?
No.
Ring game swole over here. You know what I mean? So, you know, you still gotta go hard, man. Like, real talk, Kobe wouldn't want you to be on the legend gone. Like, nah, man. Like, you know, you celebrate him by going hard because that's what you want to do. Because I feel like this shit's like Pernell Whitaker all over again to me. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah. You know, like, I mean, Chris the case, I mean, you know, Kobe didn't have the, you know, what Pernell went through. You know, I mean, Pernell unfortunately was forgotten over some time, you know, except for us hardcores.
But nah, but the thing, he's still a GOAT. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
undisputed GOAT. You know,
he's so GOAT level, like it's like no one could fill his shoes. Like, the next best southpaw alive is not even the defensive master. He's more like an offensive master. So, like, I felt like boxing lost one of the great spirits or some shit. Like,
right. And
with basketball with Kobe, like, I feel like we lost another one, man. So it's, but they in the essence now. So
yeah,
gotta do what we do.
I honestly think that the mood is gonna change for the NBA. I mean, it might not be instant, but I'd say give it over a couple more seasons. You know, there's probably gonna be a change in play. Some of the, you know,
people gonna want to stick to their home teams and fucking try to ball and win a championship.
One can only hope. More competitive play, more complete style of play. I would say, you know,
more going hard.
Exactly.
The last thing I say about Kobe is the shit he used to go through with Kwame Brown, man.
and Smush Parker, yeah, bum ass nigga. He from my boy's hood. Like, that's the funny part. Like, we know him personally.
Like that shit,
my boy
is legendary. Like he even out legendary Jordan with that shit. Like Because the stories with Jordan and Kobe Bryant. So imagine playing like the whole situation is crazy. But I felt like Jordan already broke, dude, and it's like Kobe had to fucking deal with the broken version of him, and
Facts.
just the fuckery.
Pure facts. Yeah, Kobe Bryant will never recover because Jordan didn't know how to deal with younger players that didn't have a certain mentality. Or he was
Kobe couldn't deal with someone who didn't have that damn winner goal. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
And it's like, but it's crazy though, man. Damn, Kobe Bryant got schooled by 2 GOATs. Damn.
Mm-hmm. And didn't become anything.
Only Ring King could turn that shit into a roast.
Facts. But yeah,
didn't become anything.
But yeah, just to end this, man, definitely rest in peace, Kobe Bryant. We hope that Vanessa and 3 daughters, hopefully they find comfort and hopefully they get all the help that they need to get through this hard time and everything like that. And yeah,
the rest of the families, and the extended families,
and all the families, other people that lost their lives on the plane, on the helicopter as well.
Yeah, because it's unreal. We feeling it, like you just can imagine how they feeling this shit.
Right? Yeah. They're never gonna get over that. No, not like this. They can't. I know if something like that happened to my family, I know I wouldn't be able to do it. I'd be a wreck. For a long time.
And I just hope no type of lawsuits or nothing come out. No one try to sue Kobe Bryant's estate or nothing, or blame him or none of that shit. Cause I'm gonna just call it right now. That would be like a real bitch-made move.
Right.
But I know some people are gonna say, yeah, you got kids who lost their parents and shit, and I understand that, but I'd rather people just step up and just look out for them or something. Make sure they good, but just I wouldn't, don't put Mrs. Bryant through all that shit. Like,
an ugly situation. Make a situation that's already painful, and make it ugly and painful.
Yeah.
So
don't tarnish the name.
Facts. So so we've come to the end of our show. We gave our our final thoughts and everything like that, and obviously check the website, check our Twitter, check our Instagram, check everything. Listen to our podcast because it's the shit. Listen, like, subscribe. Like I said, we always have to. We love it when you subscribe. We also love it when you comment too. If you comment, you hear something and it's funny, you agree or disagree with it, let us know. So, I always gotta make sure I put that in. So for myself, Patscorpio, the New England representative, for Shutterworth da Gawd, LB GOAT artist, for King P, Bodega P. This was another great episode of Real Talk, where as always, if shit's real, we talk about it. So until next time, peace.